Hello, Kim Barron with the National Association of Black and White Men Together. Um, this podcast and videocast is about tariffs, taxes, and people of color. And several sources indicate that tariffs disproportionately impact blacks, the poor, and low income households. And that's in the United States and globally. Tariffs are basically a regressive tax. And they apply to imported goods, and lower income families tend to spend a larger proportion of their income on these items, especially necessities like clothing, food, and home goods. Wealthier households, as you can imagine, can often afford to purchase more expensive domestic alternatives or adjust their spending patterns more easily. Tariffs increase the cost of imported goods, and business often pass these costs on to consumers in the form of higher prices. Also, tariffs can limit the availability of certain imported goods, particularly those that are more affordable. Tariffs can lead to job losses in industry that rely on imported materials or face retaliatory tariffs from other countries, potentially hitting low income communities and workers without higher education get hurt particularly hard. Indeed, a recent analysis found that tariffs implemented in 2025 could cost will result in an average income loss of $2,400 per household, with low income households facing disproportionately larger issues. Research from the Cato Institute highlighted how the U.S. tariff code has historically been tougher on lower end version of goods compared to their higher end counterparts, particularly in categories like food and clothing. The World Trade Organization emphasizes that tariffs can exacerbate economic disparities, especially impacting low income households, women, and smaller businesses that may struggle with the increased costs and complexities of trade barriers. So, executive actions, meanwhile, are undermining basic governance while hollowing out the federal workforce, a key source of opportunity for black households since it desegregated in 1948 and vital for building the black middle class. And the Trump administration extreme tariff schemes will cost jobs, raise the price of many goods, and create an uncertain environment that is harmful to businesses, and particularly black owned businesses, which are often relatively small and less well connected to government officials, and thus less likely to obtain exemptions from tariffs. Opportunity should be available to everyone, no matter what their race, color, or creed is. The administration agenda limits the opportunity for Black and other households to live in healthy and thriving communities, to have a chance to move forward in life, and to be free from worry about just getting by. Well, that was tariffs, taxes, and how it affects people of color. And this is Ken Barron with the National Association of Black and White Men Together. Please subscribe to our channels. We're on most channels, and our main website is nabwmt.org. Thank you so much for listening.